Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
All bangers for my members, all bangers for my members, y'all, all bangers for my members. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get back to the story, y'all. We are now on chapter 18. Getting ready to get close to getting transferred too, y'all. But after that situation, man, that happened, man, my roommate in the hole and all that, man, like for real, man, like it was getting closer and closer for me to get up out of there. It was time for me to leave, man. I know it was getting closer and closer because I'm like, there ain't no way in the world these people gonna make me wait a year and change to go to prison. Like I already got my time. Now the clock don't stop. Your clock is rolling. But at the same time though, man, like, come on now. Like, how long can I being sitting the block for hours on end with no movement nowhere? And like, I was just ready to go to penitentiary, man. So like, after the situation that happened with the dude in the hole, man, my roommate, man, like, I just, you know what I mean? I went to the next block and got my mind right. Y'all already know it was like my B-day was messed up, man. So it was like any other holiday in there, man. Like holidays in there, sometimes they just go by without you even caring or knowing. Like, you know, if it wasn't for things that are on TV or things you see people doing around you, like you wouldn't even know if it's a holiday when you locked up. So like, with it being my birthday, with all that going on with my roommate, man, like I just blocked it out like it was just another birthday. And I wasn't tripping, man. So I just did my 8 days. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't really penalize me for the situation that happened with my roommate because they already know they put me in a cell with a goofball. And like, for real, that's how he was moving in there, man. Like, I ain't want no smoke with him. I ain't push nothing at him. He was doing too much. And the lieutenant knew that. And like, I think they felt that when they moved me into the next block. The next block they put me in, the dude, he didn't even really talk, who was my roommate, man. Me and him never even really talked like that. He did his time and got out. So I was just waiting for my 8 days to be done and I was gonna be out of there. So I just waited it out, chill, got my mind right. Like I told y'all, I'm not looking for trouble this time around. So a little time go on, my 8 days was up. I finally get shipped to another block. I finally get sent to a block. So they put me on the second floor. I'm on the second floor, kind of like this is where I was at when I first got locked up. Second floor gang. I've been on the third floor a lot. So now I'm on the second floor. So I go in the block, you know what I mean? Like the block was cool. You know what I mean? The block was an all right block. I see they put me in a cell with this white dude, you know what I mean? So I'm going, I didn't have to go on the floor. So when you go in the block and you see that you're going straight into a cell in a bed, immediately that means that the jail isn't crowded. So the jail couldn't have been crowded at this time because I get a bed immediately. So I'm in the bed, I'm in the cell. So I'm in the cell with the white dude. Now the white dude was on the bottom bunk. I won't trip it. I ain't really try to scroll him out the bottom bunk. I just went on, just mind my business, got on the top bunk. You know what I mean? Now when I first got in there, me and him chit-chatted a little bit, you know what I mean? He asked me where I was from and all the little questions and you know what I mean? I answered what I wanted to answer, but for the most part, I didn't get creep vibes from him. You know what I mean? He was older than me, you know what I mean? But he wasn't on no creepy stuff, so I just let him be, he let me be. And I mind my business. So the whole time in there, everything was straight. Like I wasn't doing nothing. I'm chilling, y'all. Like I'm really like kind of like trying to stay out the hole for the most part, man. Like I didn't want to go to the hole, but I'm gonna go to the hole if I gotta go to the hole. That's the type of mindset I had. Like I already know what I promised God that I was gonna stay out the way when I got to prison. But in jail, long as they still got me at this place, if I have to go to the hole, I'm going to the hole. Like looking back on it now, like I shouldn't have been doing all that because that messed me up when I got to receiving. And I'll get to that later on in another story. But like all these charges and all this time that I'm doing, all this messing up that I'm doing in the jail, that end up affecting me when I got to real prison. And like I say, I'll talk about that later. But for the most part, man, like I'm just trying to get along with my celly. I don't want no beef with nobody. I'm not pushing nothing at nobody. I don't want no smoke with nobody. I'm just trying to mind my business and get transferred, y'all. So boom. After being in the block for a second now, you know what I mean? I'll say probably about a week and change now. Now it's like the middle of November, kind of like, it's like November 14th, 13th or something like that. I know it's still middle, beginning, something like that. Nothing in the 20s or nothing like that yet, but Thanksgiving was on the way. Thanksgiving was on the way, y'all. And like, I can remember the last Thanksgiving that I spent when I was locked up. Y'all know I got locked up in September 2000. So I had to spend Thanksgiving and Christmas in there, you know what I mean? Like for the first time in my life. And like, you know, when I got to the jail and had to experience that, man, like I was still in like, I didn't know what was going on. I was still in spaced out mode by the time Thanksgiving was coming around. And like, I was in the hole when they passed out the trays for Thanksgiving. Like I wasn't even around. I don't even remember, you know what I mean? Like I can't even, I'm telling y'all, like I was thinking it was some garbage that came through. So I can't even remember the Thanksgiving trays. But now it's like the middle of November now slightly. And it's like, everybody like is in a like holiday spirit in my block. For the most part, it wasn't no goons, nobody that looked like they was crazy. It was a block that I just seen all the older dudes in there gambling. Now, gambling was something that wasn't new to me, but I knew gambling was something that'll bring problems. So that's what I try to stay away from. I stopped doing it. I used to like to come in there, come in the block. I'm cool with somebody. We get on the spade table or whatever. I didn't play poker, none of that. I'll shoot dice. But like gambling alone wasn't a good vice for me. You know what I mean? So like, right around this time, I'm trying to leave that stuff alone, y'all. Like, I'm not messing around with no dice for what? I'm not trying to do it, but I noticed the old heads will play poker, they'll play dice, they'll play spades. Like, they was in there gambling. That's what they was doing. Now, I haven't seen nobody get to arguing over this gambling like I seen in a lot of blocks. I haven't experienced or witnessed nothing like that yet. But for the most part, that's what gambling brings. There's no way you're going to have a good game or just any regular game without it being any controversy. Now, dudes might don't always fight, but as far as arguing and like debating and trying to get who's right and who's wrong, like that's the stuff that's gonna happen at gambling events. And that usually breeds violence right after. So like, I didn't see that in them. I seen them having a little friendly little game. I ain't paying no mind. Like the shit was crazy. I seen them having a little friendly little game. I didn't want to play along. I'll watch, you know what I mean? Just like that. But the whole time I'm just in the block, man. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing but waiting to get transferred, man. So, like I say, it's like the it's like the middle of November. It's like the middle of November. And it used to be a dude that used to work in the kitchen block that got kicked out the kitchen block for stealing. So now he's in our block. Now he's one of the old heads that's in there that be gambling and all that. His name was Fred. Now I don't know what part of the beach Fred was from, but Fred, he was one of those dudes. He was majorly advanced than a lot of other people. You could tell he probably been locked up in prison before, or maybe in the jail before, who knows. But he just looked like jail didn't affect him. You know what I mean? So after being kicked out the kitchen, I knew that he really didn't have no time to serve because he had a job in the kitchen. But once you mess up in the kitchen, they don't send you to like the misdemeanor block, or you know, they send you upstairs to the regular people and you finish your time up there. So that's where he was at. But he didn't care about none of that. You know what I mean? He was too busy enjoying gambling, getting on the phone, doing this, doing that. Now, Fred, me and him really didn't even talk like that. Me and him, like, I didn't say not well. I didn't speak to a lot of dudes in this block. You know what I mean? But like I say, he's the dude that used to work in the kitchen. So they pass out the menus. They come through and pass out the menus like a week and a half now, like a week and a half before Thanksgiving. They come out with the menus. So everybody looking at the menu, and I see everybody passing it around, and everybody, yo, hey, bro, trade me your cake. Let me get your cake. Hey, look, let me get your stuffing. Hey, bro, look, let me get your candy yams. Like, they talk about all type of stuff, and I'm listening to this like, man, I don't remember this when I was in the hole. And I am, so I finally just waited. And then the white dude the white dude in my cell, he finally grabbed the little menu, and he pulled up, and he was like, look, I'm looking. He's like, what you don't eat? I'm like, man, I'm looking at it. That don't say turkey with gravy. That don't say stuffing. That don't say roll. It say cake with icing. It say greens, candy yams. I'm like, man, I'm looking at all this. I'm like, rice and gravy. I'm like, they hitting us crazy, like pause, like they coming with a lot of food. I didn't remember this last time, but this is the now, like from last time and this time is a big difference because last time I had just got into jail. I'm in the jail a month and a half, 2 months. You know what I mean? This time around I'm in the jail for a year. So like, I'm looking at this menu and I'm getting hungry, yo. I'm like, damn. So I tell my roommate, I'm like, yo, let me buy that tray from you. I'll give you whatever in commissary. He like, no, I'm eating that tray. So everybody trying to buy trays in there. Nobody's selling their trays. Dude's like, no, I'm keeping this tray. Everybody, I'm keeping this tray. Dude, I'll give you 3 pancake trays. No, I'm keeping this tray. Everybody keeping their trays. So I'm just like, man, this is going to be an exclusive tray. So the dude, Fred, that work in the kitchen, he was like, man, look. He said, man, they was getting prepped for this a long time ago. He said, man, they going to feed good because they feeding y'all what they going to feed the staff. He was like, the staff going to eat the same thing. He said, the only thing different they going to have is different turkey. He was like, but all the sides, that's all the stuff the administration going to have. So I'm like, man, they about to look out for us. So I'm kind of like, I'm waiting for this jump. You know what I mean? I'm waiting for it. Like, I'm really waiting for it. Like, so the whole time in the block, the dude Fred, he was cool with another dude in the block that was from the beach. Now this dude Fred was cool with from the beach. He was one of the dudes that was in the block. It was like the first time I seen this. He had a regular right arm, but his left arm was like a nub. It was like a nub. Like, he didn't have no arm, like no wrist, no fingers or nothing. It was like a nub, but he did everything with his right hand. Like, basically, he didn't really need a left hand, probably like just for certain things of emergencies and nothing. But he was one of those first dudes that I seen that had the little right hand, you know what I mean, to do everything. Like, he did everything with his right hand. Now, this dude I'm talking about, him and Fred used to play against each other a lot in poker and casino. They used to gamble each other in that. But when it came to spades, they would be on the same team. So around all this stuff that's going on with Thanksgiving trays up in the air and everybody doing this, my roommate I left out, by the way, like, he's a white dude. He had long hair. Like, I can't remember his name. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't want to say Jesse, but it was something like that. But he had like long hair. He was one of those white dudes with long hair. Like, not long hair, but like he could put his hair in a ponytail, but he wasn't on no fruity stuff or nothing like that. But he had long hair. He was one of those white dudes, and he kind of act black. You know what I mean? In a sense, like, that's how he act. So he would play poker with Fred and them. You know what I mean? He'll do that. But he also was a great spade player too, because I seen him playing with dudes. But the dude he was playing with ended up going home. So now he stopped playing spades. And I remember he used to come in the room. He used to be talking about it. And I used to always tell him, like, man, I do that, man, but I don't even be gambling, man. He like, yeah, man, because I got to have a partner to do this and do that. So the next morning come, man, Fred got everybody attention. Hey, we get everybody attention. Hey, look, we having a spade tournament. And it's $20 a pot. It's $20 a head. So that's you and your partner, $40 to put in, and then the winner take it all. We only taking 6 teams. And I'm like, man, a ball 20, like the payoff. So I'm looking at that, like, I'm like, that's crazy. So, you know, like, it ain't gonna be a lot of teams, but my roommate was like, man, I should get in that jump, man. I was like, I came off the top bunk. This time I'm jumping off the top bunk. I was like, you trying to play? He was like, you ain't trying to play. I was like, man, I'm trying to play. What's up, man? I'm gonna get my $20. You get your $20. He was like, all right. So we get our $20 now. Back then, like, you know, dudes ain't dumb loaded with stuff. Dudes ain't loaded with like how they be loaded in penitentiary with items and all that stuff. So $20 of your stuff back then, that would take a decent amount of your stuff. This was an expensive spade tournament right here. But I'm bored. I have nothing to do. I'm not getting in trouble. I said, let me play a Philly spade tournament. You know what I mean? So me and my partner hop into the spade tournament. You know what I mean? We hop into the spade tournament. We get all the way to the end. I'm talking about, like, it's one of them jumps that we playing like this. And I don't know, people that gamble that play spades, we playing like this. That's how we do it in Virginia when you gambling in penitentiary. If you're my partner, it's me right here. It's the opponent. It's my partner. Then it's his partner. You make your bid like this. Just say if I deal the cards, It's my deal. I deal the cards. He gonna bid whatever he got in his hand. My partner gonna bid whatever he got in his hand. When it get to his partner's gonna make the bid. When it gets to me, I'm gonna make the bid. So it goes like this. I deal the cards. He gonna be like, I got 3. My partner gonna be like, I got 4. He gonna be like, give us 5. His partner gonna say, give us 5. My partner told me he got 4. I'm gonna look at my hand and be like, give us 7. You know what I mean? It ain't no, I got 1 in a shot and, you know what I mean? Like, we don't do it like that. Like, we've been not doing it like that. Ain't no 1 in a shot when you gambling. Now, if you just in a friendly spade, you know what I mean? Do what you gonna do. But when you gambling, dudes don't play that. I got 1 in a shot talking across the board. You don't say nothing. Like, it ain't no speaking of nothing. You can stand up and maybe get a little hyper, but ain't no talking like, yeah, I know you got it. Come on, push that. Ain't none of that going on. So, like, they made that understood that those were the rules. You know what I mean? And that's how we playing. So me and my partner get all the way to the end. Man, we get all the way to the end, man. We meet up with Fred and the dude with the 1 arm. You know what I mean? So when we meet up with him, like, it was a good game. It was a crazy hell of a game, to be honest with y'all, man. Like, it went down to the wire. Now, the championship game was the best of 2 out of 3. So whoever's win the first 2 games, whoever win 2 games win the money. It come down to the jump. We win the first game. You know what I mean? We barely get by. We win the first game. Second game come. They get all the way to the end again, and they beat us. You know what I mean? They beat us by catching a better hand. We lost that one, so it's 1-1. So now, my roommate, he talking jump. You know what I mean? He talking jump before they deal. He like, yeah, man, I'm telling y'all ain't better than us. Y'all can't do nothing with us. Fred like, man, yeah, all right, we gonna see. yeah, we gonna see. The one-armed dude like, yeah, put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where your mouth is. He fixing his cars like this. He can't do it with his, we playing with the car. He like this. He like, yeah, put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where, he know how to flick them cars. He got the car decent. He know how to handle them cars. Yeah, put your money where your mouth is. We ain't trying to hear that. So the hand come around. Man, hand come around, man. I look at my hand. This is the first hand on game 3. I look at my hand, y'all. The biggest card I had in my hand was a jack of club. I'm like, oh my God. I'm trying to read my roommate. I'm trying to read his brain. Please have something. It get around to him. I was like, bro, I got nothing. Dude was like, I got 5. He got around my partner. I'm like, praying, please have 4. He was like, he was bored. The other dude was like, give us 10. Give us 10. Nigga stood up, man. One arm dude stood up, man. One arm dude was shining on our ass. Them cars were coming around. One arm dude was like, yeah. He started smacking him on the table. He would come around. He was like, man, come on, get that partner, get it, partner. I need to learn the hell out of them diamonds. I was like, damn, what do I do? Shine on our ass. Man, them niggas ran a Barcelona on us. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, damn. But, in jail, they wasn't playing. That was double. That's game, though. It was game anyway with the dime first hand. But I'm just like, we lose. I'm like, my roommate, we walk in the room. I'm like, man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. We lose like that. He was like, man, them motherfuckers can't beat us for real. I was like, man, I ain't got shit. I'm looking at my stuff now. I'm like, man, I got a deodorant, a speed stick, a toothpaste. Man, I got 3 soups, a cheese squeeze. I'm like, man, I ain't got nothing. I done put all my stuff in there. Y'all. I'm like, this is nuts right here, man. So, like, I was hot about that shit. I ain't say nothing about that shit. Now, my roommate and Fred, like, after that jump was over with, like, a day or 2 later, you know what I mean? Like, my roommate was still talking like, man, y'all did something to them cards. Y'all know something. I know y'all know something. That's the only way you gonna beat me, though. You better know something. Y'all gotta know something. Fred was like, man, I don't know nothing, man. Your ass just lost fair and square. He was like, man, we ain't lose. Nah, we ain't lose. We can't, hey, look, hey, T White. They can't beat us, can they, T White? I come out and say, I'm like, they beat us, though. I was like, they beat us. I give y'all props. I was like, yeah, I give y'all props. Y'all beat us, you know what I mean? He was like, yeah, because we the better team. He just got locked up and you don't know how to play. So I'm like, I just got locked up. So they talking greasy. It wasn't threatening greasy, but I'm just like, y'all know how competitive talk is. I'm like, man, I've been in the jail a year and change, player. What did you talk about? He was like, you been in here how long? I said, man, I've been in here since October 2000, man. You know what I mean? He was like, God damn. He said, man, shit, nigga, I was on the street, goddamn, like, this is my old lady. Fred was like this. I was like, this is my old lady. Yeah, nigga, you goddamn was in the gang. I was dancing with my old lady like this. I'm looking at that nigga like, yeah, man, I was locked up that long. He was like, God damn. He was like, well, shit, man, you still can't play no damn cards. So the old one-armed dude started laughing like, yeah, y'all niggas can't play no goddamn cards. I'm like, man, look, man. So my roommate, like, he was like, man, I ain't doing all that lip boxing. He go in the room. He sit on the bed. I'm walking in. I'm like, shh. I was like, bro, don't worry about them, man. I was like, I ain't keep gambling them lucky dudes. I done lost a dub. I said, I done lost all my food. My roommate was like, man, I ain't think about no food. I ate the trades, man. He said, we supposed to have all the food, man. I can't believe they cheated us. I know they did. He was like, I'm going to play them so bad. I'm going to play them again and watch them. You know what I mean? I was like, bro, you don't got enough. They gamble them dudes. I'm looking at his stuff that he got down there, coffee, a couple soups, a couple of chips. I'm like, bro, you ain't got enough, bro. You know what I mean? We both just got packed. You know what I mean? Let's accept it what it is. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, no, hell no. Hell no. You know what I mean? So he won't let it go. You know what I mean? I calmed him down as much as I could. Then he finally like accepted that, we lost. Accept defeat. It's over with, bro. Like, we lost to the old heads. Even if they cheated, they got us, y'all. So boom. I calmed bro down for the most part. He was all right. So a little bit more time going on, you know what I mean? So now the Thanksgiving trade's gonna be here. I think Thanksgiving was falling on that Thursday or maybe a Friday, one of them jumps. But it was coming, you know what I mean? It was coming up the back. It was up the back, and I'm thinking it's like a Monday or Tuesday or something like that. And we're not even going to commissary till after Thanksgiving. So like, for real, I'm counting on that damn trade. You know what I mean? Like, my roommate, like, he just can't get out of his mind. Like, he was one of those, I could tell he gambled, like gamble on the street. Y'all know I was just introduced to dice. Before I got locked up, I'm shooting dice. I'm playing no card games on the street, none. I'm playing no card games on the street before I got locked up. But I got introduced to dice crazy before I got locked up. So I'm shooting dice. You know what I mean? When I come in, that's all I know for real. Like, but you could tell my roommate, he was a real gambler. Like, you could tell his gambling was like, he was just a different type of gambler. Like, he just, like, he'll take gambling to, like, he would be the type of dude you would see in the casino, and he'll go in the casino and lose, and then he'll go think this because he go sit at the bar and have a drink and think about it in his mind, like, yeah, man, I gotta go get this money back. We all have done it, but this is what he always do probably. Yeah, I gotta go get this money back, man. I ain't going out like that. I ain't letting them beat me like that. I'm going to get some more money. That's how he gamble, I can tell, because, like, just from that spade, we lost a spade tournament. He was acting like them people drug us out our wholesale. Like, we was some victims on the spade table. Like, we lost a spade tournament. We beat all the teams except the old heads. So, like, I didn't understand why he was feeling the way he was feeling, but I understood that he's just a real gambler. You know what I mean? Like, that could be a gift and a curse for a person. So I'm done with that shit. I'm not even thinking about that shit, man. I'm thinking about getting transferred. That's what the hell I'm thinking of, man. So, like I say, them Thanksgiving trays are coming around that corner. They are coming around the corner, and everybody's waiting because it's Thanksgiving, y'all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is the time of the year when you in jail. Like, now I'm in a block, I'm situated, I'm chilling. Like, I see how this holiday shit feel. Like, it's a crazy feeling. It's a crazy feeling that you can't see nothing outside. The only thing you can see that got to do with the holiday is a damn TV. And that's the only, just imagine that. That's the only thing you can see that has to do with the holiday is the TV. So that's the only thing that we have to see that it's around Thanksgiving time. Besides talking to our peoples and hearing them all get prepared for the damn holiday. That's another crazy thing that you have to witness. But this is the things that happen when you put yourself in a predicament to go to a place called jail. You should never freaking go. But everybody in the block, man, for the most part, like, you know, we all right. But, you know, on holidays, we get kind of like, you know, we getting a little sick, you know what I mean? All through the week, you could tell just one of them days, like, you know what I mean? And like, we were just feeling like, man, damn, I'm just happy. I'm here and I'm just ready for this day to leave, man. So I'm just waiting to smash this damn tray and let it be over with, man. So I'm chilling in the junk one day, man. I'm in the cell, man. I'm in the bed, reading a book, you know what I mean? I'm chilling. I mean, my roommate come in there, he tapped my bed. Hey, T-White, I'm like, what's up? I'm looking right there. He tapped my bed like that. He like, hey, look. He said, man, look, they trying to play us again, T-Weezy. And this time, they want to play us for them Thanksgiving trays. What's up? What's up? I'm like, man, I know he act black and everything, but all this, what's up? All this, what's up? I'm like, oh, bro, I come off the bed. Hey, look, man. I ain't gambling them lucky motherfuckers, man. Hell no, them niggas lucky as a bitch, bro. I ain't fucking with them niggas, bro. Well, come on, man. Don't let me gamble alone. I know I can beat them. What's up? Come on, man, play with me. You the only one I can play with in the pod anyway. I'm like, all right, man, but I ain't gambling, man. You know what I mean? So you like, all right, you know what I mean? Walk to the table and shit. They see us come to the table. You see the one-armed dude standing by Fred's cell. He was like this. He was like, you know, rubbing his chin, looking at the TV. Fred's cell was kind of like down there by the TV. He was like, he seen us coming. He was like, he put his head in Fred's cell. He was like, hey. I guess he told Fred, yeah, the jump. Fred come out the jump like, oh, y'all finally grew some hair on y'all nuts. I'm like, man, pause won't invent it yet. But like, that was wild. I'm looking at him like, grew some hair on my nuts. I'm like, I look at the white dude with my roommate. I'm like, he was like, man, let's just beat the ass on this card table. He come to the table. He was like, oh, you ready to play Young Blood? I'm like, yeah. So he come and like when we sitting at like the tables that positioned, like my partner is sitting across from Fred. I'm sitting beside Fred, across from his partner, the one-armed dude. So Fred like, all right, what we doing now? My roommate was like, look, we doing the best out of 3. He said we doing the best out of 5 this time for 3 games. Whoever get the 3 games first. He said, I'm betting my holiday trade. You know what I mean? So you betting yours? Fred was like, damn right. I'm betting that shit. Damn right. So I'm like, damn. So he look at me, I'm shuffling the cards, I'm like, one-armed dude like, hey, you ain't gambling, Young Blood. I'm like, no, I ain't gambling, man. I ain't gambling, bro. I ain't gambling, man. He like, y'all niggas scared as a motherfucker. Young nigga scared as a bitch. Yeah, nigga, because I'll be eating your tray in your face. I ain't got no problem doing that. I will eat your tray in your damn face. I said, nigga, I'll eat your tray in your damn face. I wanted to say, nigga, what the fuck, nigga? This is what I'm saying in my head. I'm like, nigga, I will eat your tray in your damn face, nigga. God damn it, if I wanted to take your tray, ain't shit you can do about it, motherfucker. And I'm looking at his ass as I'm thinking this, but I'm looking at him, that I know he's seen my eyeballs. My eyeballs went down to his arm, like, I'm talking to him, like, yeah, nigga, I know you seen me look at that goddamn handicap your ass got, so boom! Calm your ass down. That's all I'm basically telling him, but like, he talking crazy. Like, he talking, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, all right, man. I'm like, nah, I ain't gambling, man. He like, man, look, I don't even want to play, man, if I ain't gambling. He telling Fred that I don't even want to play if I ain't gambling. Fred like, man, you scared, T-White? I'm like, man, he was like, man, come on, man, bet. We all putting it up. I'm like, my roommate like, man, come on, man. I'm like, man, this shit crazy as a bitch, man. I'm like, this shit wild as a motherfucker, man. I'm like, all right, bet. He was like, who's bet? Shake on it. He came with his right hand. He was like, shake on it. I was like, shook his hand, man. I was like, man, come on, let's go. Deal the cards. We get it. They beat us the first game. Mad as a bitch. I'm like, oh shit. Second game come around. We beat them. Damn right. That white dude up across the table. Let's go. God damn it. Let's get it. Nigga like, yeah, all right. Second game come around. They beat us. What? Back against a wall time game now. Pause. You already know what it is. Every game is a must win. From here on out, deal the cards. Game get tight. We beat them. Come back. Tied up. 2-2 game. This is game 5 right here. This is it. Winner takes all. Winner's gonna be eating your fucking Thanksgiving tray. Man, this is my word. Y'all come around. You know what I mean? Playing. Goddamn. Looking shit. Goddamn. Score like 26 to 29. We got 29. They got 26. The game go to 350. You know what I mean? Game go to 35. You're not putting extra zero. We play just 20. We go in game go to 35. We got 29. They got 26. Y'all come around. I'm looking at the hand. I'm like, oh shit, we made the bed. You know what I mean? We go to 6. We going for the win. You know what I mean? They got to go to 7. You know what I mean? Basically set us. They got to set the 6. That's the only way they're going to win. Y'all go around playing. I'm like, oh shit. Goddamn. So far so good. We got 4 books. I'm like, damn. My partner got to find me with this king. I got this damn king in my hand. So the y'all come around. I look over at the one arm dude. He looked at me. I seen his eyeballs twinkle. He was like, Fred was like, I looked over at Fred. Fred was like, he picked the book up. They had this one. He was like, y'all know how old he is. It ain't dramatic as a bitch. He grabbed the book. He was like, you reneged, white boy. I was like, what? He was like, he reneged. Your partner reneged. My roommate was like, I ain't reneged. He was like, you reneged. I was like, man, look, if he reneged, pick the book. That's how we play. If you reneged, pick the damn book. If you think my partner reneged, pick the book. Cause I'm telling my head, man, I know he ain't reneged. I'm watching the board. I know he ain't fucking reneged. Man, it was like, one on dude looking at him like, Fred was like, I know which one. He grabbed the jump. He flipped it over. He was like, you threw off on clubs. I looked, I was like, he was like, put your hand down. He was like, I was like, this nigga got clubs. I was like, oh my God. We take a set, man. We take a freaking set. That's automatic set. Now, they automatically fucking win. You know what I mean? Because they went to bed to go out. Man, them people beat us, man. I was mad as shit. Man, I'm like, man, this is crazy right here, man. I get up, I'm like, shh. My roommate come back in the room, like, shit, wait till we get our commissary bags. I'm gonna get them again. I'm like, man, fuck you and them commissary bags. I'm not gambling with your ass no more, man. I said, every time I gamble with your ass, I lose, man. I'm not gambling with you no more, bro. He was like, come on, man. Like, we just gotta go have and go at them niggas, man. Fuck that Thanksgiving tray. I'm like, man, yeah, fuck that Thanksgiving tray, man. But at the end of the day, I won't try to lose my tray, man. You acting like I want to lose my motherfucking tray or something. You like, man, fuck that Thanksgiving tray. I ain't, man, freaking have that shit. I'll eat a noodle. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Goddamn, I said, you owe your shit out now. You owe your shit out. Both of us will wild shit out now. We're gonna be looking stupid in the pod like a bunch of goddamn in the way ass dudes with no Thanksgiving tray. He like, man, shit, I'm gonna eat Thanksgiving when I go home. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Fred came to the door. Fred was like, hey, y'all make sure as soon as y'all get y'all tray, y'all bring it down here for us. I looked at the nigga like, nigga, clothesline your little old ass, but you ain't the one on, man. I'm like, man, this shit crazy as a bitch, man. Them niggas walked away. I'm in the cell looking sick. I'm like, I get on the top bunk. I'm just sitting on the bed, my feet hanging. He right there. I don't give a fuck, my feet hanging by his face or nothing. I'm just sitting on the bed, feet swinging, man. There's a bitch. I'm like, this motherfucker, man. Nigga lose my motherfucking tray, man. Word. Goddamn. Hang up. Thanksgiving tomorrow. I'm like, damn, man. I get on the phone talking to my peoples that night. I mean, what I'm do is like, yeah, I'm making the turkey, making stuffing, greens, mac. You know what I mean? I'm putting it together. She was like, damn, I wish you was here. This shit gonna be good. This ain't gonna be the same. I hate having Thanksgivings without you. And that shit just kind of like, it just put me back into like maniac mode, man. I felt like, I'm like, damn, bro, you can't even do right in jail, bro. You lost your goddamn Thanksgiving tray in jail. Bro, you can't even do right in jail. This is why you missing Thanksgiving on the street, because you can't even do right, period. That should be your nickname, nigga. Can't do right, nigga. And I'm talking to myself saying this, man. You can't do right ass. I'm like, man. Shh. I hopped off the bunk. I was like, man, shit crazy as a bitch, man. I was like, man, fuck, man. I was like, man. Start pacing shit. Like, my roommate was like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, what's wrong with me? Goddamn, look in that guy, nigga, the evil eyes. What's wrong with me? Fuck, nigga, you don't know how much I like to eat, nigga. What the fuck wrong with you, nigga? God damn it. I stop. I read his goddamn brain. That nigga brain said, man, this nigga hungry as a bitch on that dumbass jail tray. Motherfucker, ain't up with a tray. I ready to knock his goddamn head off from just reading his brain. I'm mad as a bitch, man. I'm trying to eat. Hungry as hell. I'm like, man. Shh. Shit crazy as a motherfucker, man. Goddamn, I'm like, man, shit. And I laid down. I laid down, y'all. And I just laid in the bed, man. I just was like, man, you know what, man? I was like, damn. I ain't never been a nigga to check in. I was like, I ain't checking in. Fuck, man. Just laid my ass down, y'all. I was like, man, fuck that shit, man. Fuck that shit. I just laying it down, man. I just got tired of thinking about that shit, y'all. So I'm gonna deal with this shit when Thanksgiving trays come through in the morning, y'all. So boom! Went to sleep, you know what I mean? I woke up. They served breakfast. Breakfast was decent, you know what I mean? Gave us a nice little breakfast. Goddamn, lunchtime's gonna be them Thanksgiving trays. So everybody up, slightly up, you know what I mean? Goddamn, still in the room chilling. You know what I mean? Goddamn, I doze back off and shit. I wake back up right when they counted. You know what I mean? After they counted, after they let us back out, that's when the trays gonna come. Trays coming. I come out of the room and shit. See my roommate. He waved all the way at the front. He get his tray. I see him instantly. He taking his shit to goddamn Fred. He taking shit to Fred. Goddamn. One arm dude, I don't even see him out in the pod. I don't even see him yet, but it's like people getting their trays and dudes that go to the table, right? It's a table right there and dudes at the table. And, you know what I mean? So I'm like in the middle, so. Shit crazy as a bitch, man. I was like, damn. Got my tray. I look. I'm like, I don't see the nigga. I'm like, man. Put that shit right there on the table. I'm like, I got one foot on the table. I'm like, fuck. I seen Fred. Fred was over in the corner mopping that shit. He like, that shit had the turkey with the gravy on the turkey, some regular jail turkey looking shit with gravy on it. Then it had rice and gravy. Then it had like some bootleg greens. Then it had motherfucking the stuffing that was cut like a fucking brownie. They had the brownie stuffing looking shit. That's what they give you in jail, a brownie stuffing. That shit was the brownie stuffing. Goddamn, a cake with icing game. You know what I mean? Like that shit was alright. It was alright, decent little tray. And I'm looking, it was a lot of the portion. So I'm like, damn. I look over that bitch, Fred was slapping on that shit like this. You were fucking that damn food up. I'm like this. I'm still sitting on the bench. I'm like, fuck this nigga at. So niggas still get their trays and shit. I'm like, I looked to my left. I was like, I hit the icing. Patty is a bitch. I grabbed the icing on the cake. It was yellow icing. I was like, I sat down. I'm in the bench now. Like this one. This nigga, man, it's like the fourth nigga. Niggas calling. Hey, niggas calling. I was like, something just said, man, be petty as shit. I promise y'all, man, like a lot of shit, man, like I promise y'all, my mind said this shit. My intentions wasn't to do this, but something in my mind told me, say, man, fuck that shit, T-White. Be petty as a bitch. Be petty, nigga. And when I sat down and I just looked at that food, I was like, I said my graces in my head with my eyes open, some real fat boy shit. I'm like, God, this great, he's good. We thank you, Jesus, for our food. With our hands, most fair. Get a Lord, good. Amen. I just started smoking that bitch. I was like, ah. I grabbed a turkey with the gravy and I hit that bitch. That shit dripped on my chin. I was like, pause. I'm like, shit. I grabbed the goddamn stuffing like a piece of cake. Bit that bitch. Fuck. Yeah, that rice with gravy on that bitch. Some salt on that motherfucker. Dude came out. He was like, hey, man. What you doing, T-White, man? That's my tray, man. What the hell? I'm like, he was like, man, that's my tray, man. What the hell you doing, man? I'm like, Fred, like, fuck. Grab the stuffing like cake again. Scraping that shit. And they like, you like, man, you hear me talking to you? I'm like, I look back at that nigga, he touched me on my shoulder. I was like, I just kept smashing. Goddamn, I look, see my roommate, he's standing in the door like, he's eating his fucking tray face. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, you soft bitch. Scraping that shit. He like, oh, you gonna do it like that? That's fucked up. I stood up, I was like, hey, yo. I was like, man, you or anybody else in this motherfucker, man. If y'all wanna do something, make a fucking move, man. I said, man, I'm hungry as shit, nigga. I'm eating my fucking tray. He was like, you bucking on me? I said, damn right, nigga. The fuck, nigga, you bucked on, nigga. The hell is wrong with you, man? Your ass bucked on, nigga. I'm eating my fucking food, nigga. The hell is wrong with you? He was like, you lost fair and square, T-White. Fred was like, you lost. I said, man, fuck both of y'all. I said, if y'all want to fight over some food, let's get it. But right now, I'm busy. I sat back down. Stuff it. Straight the hell up in greens. Oh yeah, they had mashed potato and gravy too. Scrape that shit. Finished that whole shit. I ain't saying shit. I finished that shit. I looked over at them niggas. Them niggas was standing in the corner. Goddamn, niggas was looking. Fuck that shit, man. I'm eating, man. You know what I mean? Like, goddamn, I put that tray in the slot. Goddamn, sat back down. You know what I mean? Got up, went in the room. My roommate was like, yo, you fucking crazy as shit. You bucked on him. I said, man, damn right, man. Fuck them, man. He was like, that's fucked up, though, man. I was like, man, I don't know neither one of they old ass, man. Fuck that shit. He said, you bucking on dude because he got one arm? I was like, pardon me, y'all, because this shit ain't funny, man. I don't joke nobody disabilities or nothing, man. But I thought about it. I was like, yeah, right. I said, I'll be lying to you if I didn't. I was like, man, fuck that shit, man. I wanted that tray, man. I weighed it out. That one arm with a tray. That one arm with a tray. I said, man, I went with the damn tray, man. I said, man, fuck yo, man. He was like, yeah, you ain't gonna do shit, man. He ain't gonna do shit, man. I'm like, man, fuck them, man. So I just bucked. I bucked. The niggas just look at me the next day. The nigga just looking at me like, and I, like, for real, I wanted to push it at him, and I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna push it at him because I already bucked. You know what I mean? A couple more days rolling by. I'm in the bed. White! Yo! Pack up, you moving. I'm moving. Where the fuck I'm moving to? I'm off the bed. I go to the joint, where the hell I'm moving to? I don't fucking know. I'm like, shh. We're gonna tell you when you get your stuff packed. I'm like, man. Come on, pack your stuff. And he stayed there. The CO was right there. He stayed in the bar, like, back up. I'm like, pack my shit. My roommate like, oh, somebody wrote you out the block. I'm like, man, fuck these niggas, man. Pack my little shit. Grab my shit. Get ready to walk out and shit. I look over to the left. I look at the one armed dude and Fred niggas looking like. I said, yeah, nigga, that tray was good as a bitch, nigga. Yeah, that tray was good as a bitch. Oh, yeah, with his right arm was like, I was like, nigga, fuck you too. I know you wrote me out, nigga. I walk out, I get in the hallway. I'm like, man, who wrote me out the block, man? See, I was like, I don't know what's going on, man. I was like, man, shh. Can't win for losing, man. But this is the shit that happens when you still in the goddamn jail, y'all.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.